Valley Vipers over the Rochester Kings 117-94 as we have an interruption there in the interview. Quentin Scott, 3 slams on the night, sir. How was that? The crowd, everything seemed to be going your way.
Yeah, man, I just thank God, man. It was a blessing. You know, we came back from a late road trip. We came out, we just stayed together. We fought together as a team, so it was great.
And the late road trip, too, obviously, in a way, then coming back home. Did that sort of tax your bodies at all in a way? And how do you sort of mentally focus for 2 games when you're on the road, then coming back home?
Eat right, sleep right, drink right, you know, and then we just come together as a group, as a team, and we just play hard together. So we can't do it without one another.
So what really worked well for you all in this game? It seemed like offensively you're just clicking very well at key moments in the game. What really stood out there?
Man, we're just growing together as a team. Our chemistry is getting better. As we continue to play, we continue just to grow, know what each other like to do, and we're just playing for each other, honestly. So, yeah.
And a 2-game winning streak, how do you keep this going?
1 game at a time. That's it. 1 game at a time. So just do what we can do, put our head down, and keep working.
Q. Scott, appreciate your time. Go celebrate the win, and thank you for your time.
Appreciate you.
Dorian Benford, Jason Hutzler, 2 men on the Virginia Valley Vipers, a huge win. Both of you playing very key roles in this win. What stood out, starting with you, Dorian?
I think we just came out real aggressive. Had a couple little miscues, but overall we stuck together like the last game, and got it to where we wanted it to.
Hutzler, it seems like you come in, you're sort of like a Swiss Army knife. You can get up top, shoot the shots, fake them out, get down low, drive for that layup. Yeah, what's so great about your game, your style of play?
I'm just a team player. You know, I'm trying to make the right plays and get everybody involved, not just myself. And, you know, my shots will come and I'll have my moments, but my most important thing is to get in and dominate and execute on many different factors of the game. And, you know, that carries over late in the game. Take some pressure off the starters and just do my part every night. So,
Dorian, what stands out about a game like this, a 2-game winning streak, but the unique factor is you were on the road in Reading, a hard-fought victory there, and you come back home and get the job done.
This is everything we want. We started the season off not bad, but slower than we wanted to. And going like back-to-back like this, it just shows the chemistry is going up, it's going in the right direction, and we want to stay on that trend, like going in the right direction, getting tough road wins, coming home, tough home wins, like staying tough through it all and keep going up.
And the work ahead, building off this 2-game winning streak, what really stands out about this streak you're getting on, and how do you look to sort of continue it?
We locking down on the defensive end. More importantly, we know our shots are going to fall, and we just starting to understand that everybody's how everybody plays, and our chemistry is building. Like Dorian said, 2 games in a row, we looking to keep building momentum, and you know what I mean? We understand how each other play now, so that's definitely contributing to our success right now.
Jason, Dorian, congrats on the win. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too.
I'm joined by the head coach of the Virginia Valley Vipers, Darien Almond, 117-94, a victory over the Rochester Kings. A 2-game winning streak, Coach, early on in the season. Again, great fan support on this Saturday night. What'd you like the most out of this game?
The way we came together and just closed out the game, I think that's something we've been struggling with in the beginning of the season, and I think we kind of turned the corner and we didn't just secure the lead, we increased it. So that's the thing I'm most proud of.
How did you like the energy of this Vipers team coming out, being the fact you just came from Reading a night before, then coming back, late road trip, I would imagine, and coming back playing in front of your home fans? Was that an aspect you touched on your team about, or was that just they know how to operate in situations like that?
No, I think we took a while to get adjusted. I think we were a little sluggish to start the game off because you know, we didn't get back till late. But I think we slowly picked it up and came together and got it going. So that was definitely something we got to get used to in terms of back-to-backs, especially late night travel. But I'm proud that we still, you know, we came out a little sluggish, but I think we got it together.
And there were a lot of lead changes in this game. Some, you know, some runs back and forth, but it seemed like in the second half, it was all Valley Vipers. The playmakers, we'll touch on those in a moment, but just from the first half to the second half, do you think it was just a matter of getting in the locker room for halftime, talking about what worked good for your team and focusing on those?
With us, like, my emphasis is pressure. Like, let's keep putting pressure on teams and keep, doing what we do best. And I think once you keep putting pressure, pressure breaks pipes. So I think at halftime we just relocked back in and came out and stuck to our game plan and kept putting pressure on the team, and I think it got us the win.
How do you like Mike Brown being out there? I know the first stretch, due to your reserves, 13 he couldn't play, but getting him back, how do you like his performance so far during this stretch?
He's been great. I think he gives us a different tempo and pace, and he does all the little things too. He can rebound the ball, he picks up on defense, and he gets guys easy buckets, and that's what you can ask from a point guard. So huge help. And right now he's coming off the bench, but it's not even about that. He helps close our games out. Yeah.
And Quentin Scott, 3 slams on the night. I would imagine as a head coach, you're focused on your team, but when he slams the ball, this crowd goes nuts. What do you like out of Quentin?
I think Quentin had a slow start tonight. I think maybe it was just the back-to-back or whatever. I mean, he had a crazy game last night. He had 34 points. So I think the second half he got going, and he really was one of the reasons why we were able to close the game out. And that dunk on the baseline, I mean, was nasty. So, yeah, it did get the crowd going. It had me going, too. I was yelling at the top of my lungs, too. So, yeah, it was an awesome dunk.
So the continuity of this team, it seems like in this game, your offense is gelling closer and closer together. They know the plays you're implementing, what they're trying to do. It seems like the communication, just from my viewpoint, is pretty big. How huge is that, and can you elaborate more on your offense and how well they're working together?
I think we're just starting to trust the offense. I think we're starting to trust each other. We still got a long way to go in terms of just consistently being in the right spots, but I think I honestly think we're just rooting for each other, and I don't think a lot of teams have that, and I hope we can build on that. But I think we're just rooting for each other, and we're starting to trust each other, and we're starting to know each other's tendencies and where to be. And honestly, like I said, it's just about putting pressure, trying to get to the basket and get to the foul line. So, yeah.
And Braden, too, he went down pretty hard with an injury. I saw him slap the court pretty hard, but he stayed in, gutted it out. The leadership and the grind your team has, even if they're banged up, they're still willing to put their all out on the court. How does that make you feel?
It's about they're tough. Like, it's a tough team. I think some teams might come in here and not realize that, but they're a tough team. Braden gets knocked down, he gets right back up, and I think he got a bucket soon right after that. It's we work hard. Our practices are not soft either. So like that stuff is just part of our team, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to outwork and be tougher than the next team.
A 2-game winning streak. How do you just assess this game and trying to get your team focused on the next opponent ahead as you try to look to make it a 3-game winning streak?
Try to write up the best practice I can when we get together, and scout for the next teams, and make sure that everybody on my team, not just on the court, off the court, is good, and stay focused and stay locked in and stay together.
What a win. The Valley Vipers, a 2-game winning streak after a home victory against the Rochester Kings. Coach Darien Almond, as always, appreciate your time and congrats on the win.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.